Monica Makes It Happen PIX11 Plus Financial Champion Series is proudly supported by Ponce Bank.
Hi, everybody. You're watching the Monica Makes It Happen. Let me say this right. Ponce Bank PIX11 new streaming show. Is that right, Joe? Is that okay to say? I love it. I love it. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. Do you like our fancy studio? I can't believe how fancy this is. I'm used to being in your living room. Catherine, are you laughing at me already? I can't believe who's with us. Katherine Martinez is here, one of my dear friends, and we have so many surprises in store for her. But what the point of this whole thing is that we've been covering your stories for about a decade now, coming to your living rooms, your community centers, your organizations, fighting for you, fighting for funds, fighting for change, fighting for social justice. And now we have this incredible partner in Ponce Bank. It has always been a dream of mine. I feel like we're making history now. A community bank that is in line with all the objectives I am: housing, healthcare, food, you name it, money. Let's talk about it. Money, right, Catherine? For so many years, I was afraid to talk about it. I think it's because of my own childhood. And you attract what you are. And so I attract all these incredible people who are, it's a war against poverty. It's a war against so many things, systems that have been crushing families that we love so much for years. And now here we have this incredible partner, Ponce Bank, and we're highlighting the people who are making it happen. It's not me making it happen, it's you. And one of those people joins us now. I can't even believe it's you. You're our first, you're making history, our first Ponce Bank PIX11 Community Champion. And what that means, Catherine, is that you're incredibly special and your organization is incredibly special. And the partnership that you've had with Ponce, and of course, now that we have this partnership, we can do so much more for the families that mean the most. So specifically, and we don't call them seniors anymore, but older New Yorkers. People are most vulnerable, and you have been fighting for them. So if people don't know what Neighborhood SHOPP is, let me tell you a little bit about Neighborhood SHOPP, right? Catherine, last time I saw you, it was a fashion show with people over 60, right? Who were pretty much creating their own designs and then, strutting their stuff on the runway at Maestros in the Bronx. And I steamrolled myself in there with the camera. And you were so nice to just we took over and we did a show there. And now here we are, fast forward, you're the first PIX11 community champion, thanks to Ponce Bank. What do you want to say? If someone doesn't know what Neighborhood SHOPP is, tell me about Neighborhood SHOPP.
First and foremost, Monica, it is so great to be here with you. As you said, we've been friends for quite some time, and this is like full circle moment, right?
Yeah.
So Neighborhood SHOPP, we've been around, we're celebrating actually 45 years this year.
45 years, you look
45
great.
years, thank you.
We're so much younger than that, but.
I'm telling you. So we are celebrating 45 years, really providing impact in the community, connecting individuals to services regardless of age, right? Because yes, our focus has always been and primarily been older adults, but we are seeing that there's so many people involved as we're caring for an older adult, right?
Yeah.
So our caregivers who are trying to navigate systems and trying to figure out how to take care of mom and dad while still working, while taking care of their own children, right? So those are important individuals to support. Our elder abuse program, ensuring that families are aware of the support that are out there when it comes to elder abuse, fraud, scams, you name it. Our case management for the homebound, just ensuring that those who are homebound and can't attend our senior centers, or older adult centers, I should say, that they have the services and the support that they need. And our New York Connects program that really connects individuals no matter who calls our program.
Oh,
it's a one-stop shop. We are a one-stop shop.
Oh, I like that. Neighborhood SHOPP, your
yes.
one-stop shop. That could be your new
We're
slogan.
a one-stop shop. We're a single point of entry to ensure that whatever it is that you need, you can call SHOPP and we will help you figure it out.
What I love is I love doing stories about our most vulnerable. And so many of our seniors right now don't have services. I walk into these homes and they're so proud. They've worked their whole lives, right? Many of them are teachers, some of our best, the backbone of our city, and they are so proud. They don't want to ask for help sometimes. So they're suffering in silence. and especially in public housing. So when I see this, you want to just like, jump to their aid, call the city, call the state, call the feds. But a lot of times it's it's the nonprofits that are filling in those gaps. So
Hmm.
what are some of these challenges? How can we help you? Like if someone's watching, they have maybe a mom living in public housing or a grandma living in public housing or anywhere in the city where they can't afford care. What do you want to tell them?
Well, they're not alone, right? And they need to know that there are services out there, and we are here to help.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that people tend to forget is that living in silos or living in that silence
Mm.
does not support the person, right? It only creates more isolation. Then we have to deal with mental health issues. Then we're dealing with the crisis in terms of the social isolation. But what we want to make sure is that we go into all these community sites, not just our own programs. We partner with housing authority in senior housing buildings, and we go there and actually offer the services on site. We come to you
I love that. I love it about
so
you.
that they're connected,
You have to.
right?
You have to go out in the communities. You can't stay in the office. And that's what I love about you is that you're always
No.
out in the communities that matter the most. And I saw that firsthand at the fashion show because something about the fashion show, and hopefully we'll be able to see that, or they'll go to pix11.com/Monica to find the story. You just search fashion show seniors Monica and you'll find it. Um, it's really about having fun too and living with dignity and having joy because we don't
Mhm.
want to just survive, we want to thrive, and that's what this is about.
Right.
Making sure that our communities thrive, not just make it, barely
Right. You
make it.
want
We
you
want
want
to
people
connect
to
them.
age successfully,
Yeah,
right? And you
yeah.
want them to know that connections and partnerships and being supported and even connecting with peers is all part of the process. Hey, we are all aging, right? And so we need to figure out how do we make New York City age friendly, right? And
Mm,
ensure that people are just connected to the
so
services
true.
because it's out there.
And we do so many stories about greater
Oh yeah.
later, getting things, later in life, changing that's a whole other series that I want to work on. It's just, so many fabulous people restarting and we're living longer and we need these services longer. And you have a lot of free services that I want to tell people about. So let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to be back with Katherine with Neighborhood SHOPP, one of my favorite people in the entire world, thanks to Bonsai Bank, one of my other favorite organizations. And we're going to talk a little bit about the services that you have. So if people are needing services that are for free, we love free. That's after the break. Okay, we're back, and her name is Katherine Martinez, and she is the head and the CEO. How many years now have you been leading this incredible organization called Neighborhood SHOPP?
About 7 years. I came
7
on,
years.
came on 2018 about.
Yeah. What's your favorite part of the job? Like I know the favorite part of my job is going to people's homes and communities and seeing firsthand how we can be of service and then making those connections for them on television. Sometimes not on TV. Sometimes we do it off camera because we can't always put everything on TV. But some of the best stories are usually done with our seniors, with our older New Yorkers right here. So what's your favorite part of the job?
I think just seeing how vibrant our aging community is. Our older adults are active. They enjoy music. They enjoy sewing. They have so many talents. We have artists. And being able to showcase that aging is just really timeless and that their talents can be showcased at all times, whether it's gardening, whether it's volunteering within our organization, whether it's taking a meal to their neighbor. I mean, it's really about a friendship. It's their own family, right? It's their
Yeah.
it's their second home, and they take pride in it. So seeing that makes me feel like I'm really doing my job and my team is doing their job.
Well, you're doing incredible work, and it's that partnership. How important is that partnership with organizations like Ponce Bank, like PIX11? How important is that?
You know, I just want to talk about Bonse Bank. Bonse Bank has been our banking partner for about 40 years, right? Even before I came on.
Wow.
Absolutely. They've been part of the SHOPP family for a very
I've
long
only known
time.
them for 10,
And
so you beat me there, 4 decades. Oh, but they've been in our
yes.
communities for a very long time. Yeah.
Mhm. And they've been an incredible partner when you look at a financial institution that it's really all about community. That's Ponce Bank. You could always count on them to be part of an initiative and support. I mean, I remember during COVID, we were thinking about, okay, what can we do? We reached out to Ponce and they said, well, we'll help and get you the tablets that you need so that you can, combat the digital divide.
Wow.
And so they
Yeah,
supported us in that.
it's great.
Um, and we created this program called the Digital Connections. And it was amazing, just really allowing individuals, our older adults, to maintain not only connections with us, but also with their family, right? And it
Yeah.
was during such a hard time. But partnerships are so incredible. That's what makes us great. It's building those partnerships
Mhm.
because we can't do it alone. It takes a village.
I agree. And I can't tell you when I started the Monica Makes It Happen franchise 10 years ago on PIX11, like every time I would highlight a problem, you feel so alone sometimes
Mm,
because you reach out to every organization and you don't have necessarily those partnerships or you can make a phone call yet. And I remember how
mhm,
frustrated I was. But these relationships that you've had for so many years, you're so good at this, Catherine. That's why you're our Ponce Bank PIX11 community
mm.
champion, is you create these partnerships just like we're trying to do here, and you can make that phone call and change someone's life, and that must feel so gratifying, all that work that you've put in, but you're really part of the community. It's so funny. I just remember being like all the seniors running at me with their stories and their outfits, and it's this
Mhm.
sense of pride too, right, in your culture and your community, and being part of the
Absolutely.
Bronx, being part of that neighborhood that you seem to just highlight and to lean in. You know what I mean? Like that's what you're really all about as an organization. That's why we love you so much.
Thank you. And we take pride that even our staff come from the same communities that we
Mm,
serve. That's so important. They understand the people we're serving. They have connections to the people that we're serving. And that's critical because we want to be our clients, their allies, right? And we want to make sure that they know that they're supported. Our older adults, our clients, they are our ambassadors.
yes.
You know, if we don't have to do outreach, we really don't have to because they can do the outreach,
It's
right?
so true. You got
Um,
your own network of
they
soldiers that,
they are a network. That's right. They are
yeah,
soldiers, and they will tell the neighbor, "No, you need to go to neighborhood shop."
that's right. That's right. You're like, like you said, one stop shop. And some
You're
of
a
those
one-stop
free
shop.
services that you, right now, if someone's watching and they want some of those free, what are some of those free services that we can get?
Well, definitely our older adult centers, formerly known as senior centers, we have four throughout the Bronx. We also have our Elder Justice program that serves the entire Bronx and Uptown Manhattan to connect anyone who may be a victim or in need of some sort of support as they come across any issues. We also have our case management program for the homebound elderly, so family members who are trying to figure out how to navigate support for someone who's homebound. We have a friendly
Mm.
visiting volunteer program. So if anyone is interested in volunteering and being connected with an older adult, they can do that as well. We also have support services for caregivers who are interested in receiving and navigating services for their loved one, right? We want to make sure that everyone is supported. And our call center, our New York Connects call center, really allows anyone to call our programs and figure out, well, which way should I go? Because we are a one-stop shop, right?
Yeah. And how do we
And
reach
and
you?
and so that's important.
How do we reach you? What's the, I know, do you have Instagram and you have all the different,
We
can you share?
have everything is on nshop.org. You can also go to our Facebook and Instagram pages, as well as email us at info@nshop.org or give us a call, 718-542-0006. You will always get a live person.
Oh, I love that. We try to respond to all of our emails too. And I love that you do the phone number too, because that's so important with our older New Yorkers. Sometimes they'll just
Absolutely.
call me 18 times just to try to get through, right? Because they can't email
And
or they
there's
can't.
nothing
I love
like
that.
having a person on the other side of the phone
Yeah, yeah.
that's just going to hear what's happening, what support you need, and how we can connect.
Now, we're going to take another break. After this break is my favorite part of the show where we have a surprise for you. And we also
Oh,
do a speed round, of questions about your organization and about what you're working on. Okay, so this is right after the break. All right, we're back with Katherine, one of our favorite CEOs, Neighborhood SHOPP. This is my favorite part of the show is when we just do a speed round. I want you to answer as authentically, as real as you can, but also quickly if you can, so that we can get right through it, because I think I still have 4 more minutes here going on. Biggest accomplishment as an organization, what has it been?
I think the trust of the community.
Wow. Yes.
We are a trusted partner.
Yes.
A trusted service provider.
Hard to get, isn't it? You have to build
That's
it
hard.
one family at a time, one community at a time.
Absolutely.
Over years. Is it greater later? Do you think it's greater
Is it-
later? Greater
it-
later? It's my new phrase. Does
Greater
life get better when you get older?
I think so. I think so, because it doesn't stop just because you're getting older. It actually, you're able to tap into, we have members who have tapped into specialties that they've never done before, like artists. We have some amazing artists. You've seen it.
Yeah.
Our fashion show alone.
I've seen it
tells
everywhere.
you-
We talked to Hollywood stars about it on my show. You know who I'm in love with. I can't say it right now because my husband sometimes listens to the show, so I can't. But it's true though. You can restart your life at any moment in your life. And I've done that. I've reinvented myself. I know I've met so many countless, specifically women and Latinas who are doing the same thing, who might want to. And I was actually getting a mammogram the other day, and I don't know why I'm mentioning this. And there was actually a woman sitting across from me in a robe, and I think she'll be okay with this. I'm not going to give any details, but she said that she became a doctor later in life. She was in finance, and she went back to medical school. She didn't think, back in her day, she said no one was a doctor that looked like her. And she said, I went back to medical school. And then when she said that, I felt like I could do anything now. Like if I don't, you know what I mean? Like I can do anything
Aging is timeless.
Hello. So that was very inspiring to me. But Neighborhood SHOPP, what's next? Like you are growing leaps and bounds. You're already a huge entity in our city helping older New Yorkers. What's next for you guys?
Well, we have a 5-year strategic plan that we just put in place. We're really looking at year 50 is going to be in 5 years. What are we going to be doing? And so we want to tap into other avenues to ensure that we are connected to individuals, but we're also expanding internally. Our volunteer services is expanding, our connections to caregivers and expanding to the workforce and understanding, helping employers understand the support needed by caregivers. That's a critical component for us. And just really making more partners throughout the community to help us spread the word that there are services out there, because caregiving is something, we are in a caregiving crisis.
That's a whole
right?
series that we could do.
Exactly.
And,
so we have to be ready.
Yeah, I've been working with, there was a Hollywood star and another network that we've covered where they are highlighting caregivers. And I think you can't say enough about our caregivers and the support that they're doing right now. They need all of our support. How can we help you though, quickly? I want people to know how they can help you right here.
Well, we're always looking for volunteers. So that's something that I'm always going to push, right? Because it's important that we share the information that is available to not only older adults, but to caregivers, to the community. We want to educate people on elder abuse. Education is key, but we want to ensure that people are aware, that the community, New Yorkers, are aware that there are services out there for everyone, that no one should go about anything alone. And like I said, there's a caregiver crisis, housing is an issue, mental health is an issue, food insecurity, social isolation. All those things affect not only the older adult, but even the caregiver that's involved in caring for this person, right?
Yeah.
And so we want to make sure the word is just out there.
So this is a relationship, obviously. We've loved you. We've known you for years. Katherine, I have a surprise for you since we're wrapping up the show, and Joe, my producer, needs to move on. But here we have you are our first Ponce Bank PIX11 Community Champion. And I framed this myself. It's gold.
Oh,
All right,
thank
because
you
you're
so
golden. You
much.
are golden. And when I see you, we're going to be doing stories with you. I'm going to give this to you, but I just want to do it virtually, handing it to you. Maybe next
Oh,
time I'll
thank
give you
you.
one. I'll mail you one, and then you'll catch it like they do in
Thank
Hollywood.
you.
But we
And
love
thank you, Ponce Bank.
it.
We
Is
love you both.
again, it is
We
what
love you guys so
we
much.
can't say enough about what you do for our communities. And so we're going to be highlighting all of your stories. And I actually just thought of 3 more stories that we can do here. I want to do that digital story about that. That would be great if we could do something with that and make a connection happen with Google, because we have friends at Google. But anyway, that's the end. I hate to say goodbye to you, Katherine, but it's not goodbye. It's like
It's not.
aloha. And let's always keep making it happen together. See you next time.